Nice to meet you, Jennifer. Sit down.
I thought May said...
Business hasn't been exactly booming lately. Oh, I thought I got that off. Breakfast. Right, now we want a few details from you, right? Your version of what happened in your grandmother's house the night whoever it was killed her.
You mean you don't think I killed her?
I may look a bit tatty, darling, but I'm no fool. I can tell when someone's lying, and from what I've read so far, I don't think you are.
They said some pretty awful things about me in the papers.
Don't believe a word of it. I've got friends who are journalists. Right, now, let's start with the night before the murder. Now, apparently there was...
George the gardener. He found ladder marks in the garden bed underneath Nana's window.
How can I get in touch with this George?
That's just it. No one knows where he is. You have to find him, Mr. Simmons.
You call me Howie. Don't you worry about George, we'll find him. I may not be your average flash lawyer, but I've never lost a witness yet. Now, in your own words, tell me exactly what happened.
Fancy the minister asking you to his office. Yes. Oh, Meg, I do wish Dennis could be here.
So do I. Well, better get going. Mustn't keep the minister waiting.
Before you go, I feel so guilty about being the one to tell Dennis that you were in line for the job.
Oh, that's all right. You would have found out sooner or later. Running for governor isn't an easy thing to keep secret.
Well, I think it's marvellous. With you as governor and Anne as department head, I think it's a terrific team. New governor?
Mrs. Reynolds has been promoted to head of the department.
Well, you know what this means, don't you? It means we can go straight to the top with the council.
Let's not jump to conclusions. Reynolds can be a tough nut when she needs to be.
All right, ladies. You've had your smoko. Back to work.
How'd it go?
I was a bit surprised at first.
Take a swab at him too, did you?
Coventry, remember.
He didn't look like a normal solicitor at all.
Sort of an elegant op-shop type. That's Howie. The worst dressed solicitor in the world, but good.
He says he's going to track down George by himself if he has to, and get him to tell the police about those ladder marks he saw.
Sounds enthusiastic enough. With a bit of luck, love, you'll be out of here in no time.
I hope so.
Quick, Warren, will you, Merv?
If you get caught, they'll ask where it all came from.
Wouldn't go lagging on my mates now, would I?
Be glad to see the back of it, I can tell you. You've no idea what you've put me through.
Like hell, you keep telling me every 10 seconds. Hey, how much dough have you got on you?
It's none of your business.
If you tell me how much dough you've got on you, I'm going straight to the screws with some real hot gossip about the cook lying down on the job.
Oh, yeah. I don't carry much money around.
Oh, sure you don't. Well, must be at least 20 bucks.
15, actually. I was hoping to buy a present for someone.
Well, you're just going to have to tell Joyce you left your wallet at home, aren't you?
Plants doing well, are they, Daphne? Yeah. Perhaps you could give me a few hints on indoor plants. I've just moved into a new flat, you see, and I need to know which ones need extra light, good watering, that sort of thing.
Yeah, OK, I'll be real happy to do that for you.
Good.
There's a couple of good books in the library, bud.
Oh, I'll look out for them then.
Hey, Mrs. B! Oh, look what I found!
What is it?
Oh, I don't know. It was just here where I was digging.
Oh. Good Lord. It's a firearm.
Oh, I just got a bit worried when I saw the door was shut.
Oh, wind must have blown it shut, eh?
Yeah.
Just went to the toot. Thought I'd better give my hands a good scrub. You know how fussy old Merv the perk gets.
Yeah. Hey, did you hear about Mrs. Reynolds leaving and Mrs. M taking her place?
Straight up?
Yeah, I overheard him talking about it.
Overhear anything about you going to your mum's funeral?
No, not yet. I was hoping they'd go and let me check the house, you know, make sure everything's locked up.
Oh, good luck. What do they care about what happens to your house?
It's just a really weird feeling. Like all Mum's stuff sitting there waiting for her to come back. Only she's not going to come back.
Try not to think about it, eh?
Yeah. I never really liked that house much anyway. She was always slaving away in it, trying to keep it clean. As soon as you dusted it, you just had to dust it again. I was going to get her another house.
That's how you got in here, isn't it?
Yeah. Really let her down, didn't I?
Come on, Joe, don't talk like that. You've got to stay on top. Stay on top to the moment you get out of here. No one's going to drag me down.
Sorry to keep you waiting. The Minister will be with you in a moment.
That's what they said half an hour ago.
Would you like to come through, ladies?
Mrs. Reynolds, is it?
Mrs. Morris, actually.
Oh, sorry. Pleased to meet you, Mrs. Morris. Mrs. Reynolds.
Mister?
Please, sit down. I take it you both know Mr. Chaucer?
Yes.
We go back a long way, Geoffrey and I. Been through a lot of tough campaigns together. Frankly, Mrs. Reynolds, I'd have kept him on his head if it wasn't for his other commitments.
I'll try and do as good a job.
Oh, I'm certain you will. Of course, I'll still be relying on Geoffrey to keep an eye on things for me. But with him advising you, I think you'll find things will run very smoothly.
I thought the head of department took advice directly from the Minister.
I'm a very busy man, Mrs. Reynolds. I can't attend to every small detail. That's why Geoffrey and I work so well together. I'm sure you and Mrs. Morris will appreciate that. On the new salaries you'll both be earning.
Use the cup, dear. You'll leave all sorts of germs drinking like that.
Bloody hell, where have you been? I've been waiting for hours.
You've been waiting 3 minutes. And wipe your mouth, you're dribbling.
But I told you...
Tap.
What?
You've left the tap running.
Oh, stuff the bloody tap.
By all means, but turn it off first.
Look, do you want to trade or not?
Trade?
Well, why else do you think I asked you to meet me here? Bloody hell.
Don't be coarse, dear. Just trot out the goodies and tell me what you want.
You're always talking about upmarket merchandise. That lot's so upmarket I can't even say it.
Karen, chocolate. You don't say it. You breathe.
Whatever turns you on. Look, do you want to do business or not?
Well, there wouldn't be much demand for this class of confectionery in a place like this.
Okay, deal's off.
But you've obviously gone to a lot of trouble. Now, what do you want?
The sleazy sunnies and some makeup.
Sleazy sunny.
The mirrored sunglasses you were flashing around the other day.
And the makeup?
Lipstick, nothing too bright, and some blusher. Straight swap and no crap or I'll go somewhere else.
Well, I'm my own worst enemy, but, all right.
Well, there may be a serial number, but I certainly couldn't find it. A .45 service pistol. Well, according to one of our officers here. Well, you'll send someone over, will you? Good. Well, make sure they see Mrs. Reynolds when they get here, all right? Thank you. Goodbye.
A pistol?
Look, you wouldn't believe it. I was outside gardening with Daphne Graham, and she dug it up.
Oh, I don't like the sound of that. Do the women know it's been
Oh,
found?
it's got nothing to do with them.
But who else
Oh,
would...
it's been there for years. It was wrapped up with a bundle of old pound notes. I've put the whole lot in the armoury.
And that was the police?
Yes, they're sending someone over.
Right, well, I'll be in my office when I need
What happened? I've been dying for you two to get back. How did you get on in the minister's office?
not good. No, I'll be staying on as governor.
Oh, what a pity. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean that the way it
All right,
sounded.
Joyce, I know what you meant.
Well, do you think the women will be upset? There has been quite a lot of gossip.
Well, I better go and talk to them before